Maurizio Pochettino is currently facing a lot of scrutiny given Chelsea's really poor form this season. Yes, they're in a cup final, but their league form's been atrocious. It has been in and out, it's been so inconsistent, and considering the money they spent in the summer, it is quite shocking. So Harv, how much of this is to blame on Maurizio Pochettino?
Well, first of all, I think Poch doesn't take all the blame with this because we have seen how shocking the recruitment team and just the organisation of the football club under Todd Boehly. I mean, Chelsea Football Club right now under Todd Boehly are the most embarrassing establishment we have ever seen in not just the Premier League,
Bold statement.
but world football. I'm telling you that right now because over £1 billion they have spent just for them to finish 12th place last season and for them to be currently sitting in the bottom half of the table yet again in 11th after 23 matches. That is shocking. And yes, Poch does have part to blame. I understand that Chelsea fans are angry with him, but we've seen this last season. This is the Todd Boehly Chelsea.
It's a recurring theme, isn't it?
Exactly, it is. Mid-table blues. That is what it should be called now. They shouldn't be called, he wanted to name them like Chelsea Cowboys or something, didn't he? Mid-table blues. That should be their rename because they just finished 11th, 12th. The best finish they'll get, they'll be celebrating over a 10th place, mate, Chelsea now, under Todd Boehly. Todd Boehly be sat there throwing parties over a 10th place finish.
And the money they spent, like you said, it's just poor recruitment because a lot of clubs in the Premier League, they spend money. Man City spend money. We've seen Arsenal spend money. Liverpool spend money to an extent, but they all spend it right. They recruit the right players. Chelsea has spent more than all of them, probably more than all of them put together. And what have they really got out of it? Yes, there are a few good players that they've signed here and there, but when you look at their squad, they still don't know their best 11. Considering the amount of money they've spent, they should be in a lot better position than they were last season, and they're not. And like you said, although Pochettino is partially to blame because he's the manager, a manager can only do so much with the squad that he has. A manager can only do so much with these players, and clearly these players are not good enough, the large contingent at Chelsea. Yes, like we said, there are a few notable players in there who are exceptions. Like Cole Palmer, like Thiago Silva, maybe Enzo Fernandez, Gallagher. But the amount of money they've spent, they could have spent a lot better and be in a lot better situation now. Look at Villa, for example. They spent less than Chelsea, but they signed the right players and they progressed forward as a club. And at the moment, Chelsea, they're in a bit of a limbo state, aren't they?
Absolutely. And this is how bad Chelsea Football Club are run, to the point where there's rumours they can't even sack Maurizio Pochettino because that might actually overgo the FFP boundaries.
Seriously?
Yeah. There's genuine reports out there that they are not able to sack Pochettino.
Would sacking even work? They may as well just keep him.
Well, of course, but this is that goes to show how dire a state they're in. Not because they can't afford to sack, because they literally can't do it. Otherwise, they will break the FFP boundaries. That's how much they have spent just for them to finish 12th place, 11th place. Honestly, it is shocking. That football club, mate, it's an absolute shambles. Like I said, it's the biggest embarrassment we've ever seen in football. Chelsea Football Club in the last 2 years is an absolute disgrace.
Do you think they're more of an embarrassment than Man United?
Yes.
Even the Man United
over
spent...
$1 billion.
I know, but United have continuously chopped through managers and changed, and they spent similar. I know similar amounts in a longer period and over more windows. But
at the moment, they've won trophies, and they have actually, if I remember rightly, they've finished in the top half of the table. That seems to be a bit of a struggle for Chelsea at the moment. True. They are awful, and honestly, I do think Pochettino does have his part to blame. I'm not going to lay into Todd Boehly, just him, because his recruitment, everything about the club is the main poison of that club right now. They are purely the reason that Chelsea are awful. But listen, Pochettino does have his part to blame because he has sort of set up the squad and set up the team tactically very awful. Like he is definitely messed up on many occasions, and I've seen many Chelsea fans get angry with that, and I understand that because when a manager is not making the right tactical decisions, it's very hard to defend him, and because of that, Pochettino has sort of become that Chelsea scapegoat to the point where everyone looks at Poch and thinks, oh, you're doing bad, you're the reason Chelsea are bad. No, it's to do with Todd Boehly, but because Pochettino is making wrong decisions
always going to be in the headlines, in the limelight.
And listen, like I said earlier, it doesn't help the fact that he's making tactically inept decisions. But when you do look at that squad, the players are not anything like a Pochettino team would have. Like, when you look at the Tottenham teams, and even the PSG teams to an extent, but mainly the Tottenham team, because that's where he got a lot of his success, especially midfield. He had a very workhorse midfield. He's very similar to Jurgen Klopp in a way, where he likes... I mean, I know Jurgen Klopp this season sort of changed a bit, but in terms of...
Still ball winners, players to sort of...
Runners.
Runners.
That is why. Players. And it's exactly why Conor Gallagher, behind Palmer, has been arguably Chelsea's best player this season, because...
He's tailor-made for a Pochettino system.
He's absolutely fantastic for a Poch system, and that's why he'd go great for my club, Tottenham, because He's just a runner. He runs and runs, and he is an absolute workhorse. And that's why he's doing fantastic at Chelsea this season. And when you look at the likes of Enzo Fernandez and Caicedo...
Enzo Fernandez is a brilliant player, but
he's
he
great
doesn't
technically.
really fit.
That's the thing. Like, you look at all the players that Chelsea have in that squad, they're all tailored to different systems. Like, Enzo Fernandez is technically great, but he's not tailored to a Pochettino system.
Just this guy, he just splurges money on players who he thinks are amazing. And they are good players, but they've got to fit the manager's system, haven't they?
That's the thing. I generally think they just went out and bought the players and didn't ask Pochettino once if he wanted them. But if you did your research, you'd understand that Poch's midfield at Tottenham, Sissoko, Dyer, Wanyama, Dembele, they're all workhorses. They work on... Enzo Fernandez is nothing like them, and the only midfielder that Chelsea do have that is similar to them is Conor Gallagher.
However, what hasn't helped Pochettino at all, because he likes his attacking fullbacks, and Chilwell and Reece James, who are two of the best attacking fullbacks in the world,
true.
have constantly been picking up injuries, and they haven't been in the team regularly, and they're both leaders. I think they're the captain and the vice-captain of the club. So when you're trying to build a team without your captain and your vice-captain playing regularly, and without two players who would be key components in a successful Pochettino team, I think it's hard for him as well. So ultimately, it isn't down just to the players he's got at his disposal. He is missing those key ones, those anomalies in the Chelsea team that could really benefit Poch and help him, pick up his form as Chelsea manager. Comment down below your opinions on mine and Harvey's thoughts, and comments down below. Do you think Pochettino will last this season? Do you think he'll be sacked soon? Do you think he'll be sacked at some point in the season? Or do you think he will stay at Chelsea and they'll finish from a respective position, maybe win the League Cup, hopefully not, and he'll move on forward with Chelsea next season, propel them to the next level? Comment down your opinions down below. Like and subscribe for more content just like this. Yes, we do want to hear them. And thanks for watching. We'll catch you in the next one.